So we'll start out with how do you pronounce your name?
So you actually got it right the first time. I'm very surprised. Most people just give up on the first try and they see my name and they're like, Gamer. Yeah, we'll go with that. It is Gamer ab initio. It's Latin. It's back from when I was in high school and was taking Latin classes, and it means since the beginning. So my gamer tag literally means gamer since the beginning.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
So
I like it.
yeah, a little different.
So that answers
A
a
little
couple.
hard. Go ahead.
Yeah, that answers a couple of them. So go ahead and describe your stream style.
So I'm relatively new to this. I just started a couple months ago, but I really wanted to emphasize two things. One being positivity, because I feel like there's not enough of that in the world already. So I want to be able to bring some happiness, some laughter to people if they're watching my streams. And I'm really like driven by the community. I want to make a like a lasting impact on the Twitch community, and I want to be able to have like a group of my own so that I just have some people to hang out, talk to, and have good times with. So
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. I definitely relate. 1 second. There we go.
you're good. All right.
Cool. Yeah. And let's go to. So, what got you started originally to start streaming? Who or um, anything particular?
Well, I actually had the idea of doing it. I had a friend from high school, and he was super into Twitch and streaming and all that. And he got me interested in the channel, and it actually took me about a year of just watching people, learning, and gaining the courage to even like venture out into the realm. But there were a couple people that I enjoyed watching. This one channel, Mop Garden, she's really cool. She's a Canadian streamer. She's a variety streamer, so that got me the idea for some of the things to do on my channel. And just like being able to watch people kind of gave me the confidence to step out into the world and to try and make a mark.
That's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, like, you already kind of talked about it, but I'll just ask if you want to elaborate on it a bit. But what are your end goals, like your hidden agendas to
Yeah.
to your stream?
Yeah. It's funny because I'm a full-time college student right now. I just got into my senior year, and I feel like I started this thing just to be kind of like, it's a hobby. Like I want to see where I can go with this. And it ended up being that like it just kind of took off, and I was very surprised. I just hit affiliate status on Tuesday.
Congrats,
I was
by
super
the way.
surprised. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I was like super surprised by that and just how quickly it took off. And I feel like it's kind of evolved now. Like before, it was just kind of like something I want to do in my free time, and now it's like I definitely want to be more geared towards taking this seriously and developing a community. So
It's awesome. These are really good answers, by the way. I'm loving them.
thank you.
Yeah, and what about your? You said you're a full-time student, right? So obviously
Yes.
you're going for something. What would you describe like your profession as outside of streaming?
So I'm actually I'm an English major, and I want to write storyboards for video games. So I felt like being involved with Twitch would actually give me an avenue into that lifestyle and into that job market. So it was kind of twofold actually with how I got into streaming with Twitch.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, man. There's always a million answers. It's tough to even for me, man.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. I know a couple animation storyboarders, man. I love art. It's beautiful. And okay, so this one I think is really important, right?
Yeah.
What's something unique to you that's completely outside of streaming? A lot of people get stuck on how can I be a unique streamer, but what's unique to you completely separate from that? A life experience, maybe something you love doing, a hobby.
I am super big into music. I love music. I love just like finding new people. I have a joke with my friends that like I have the ability to just find the most niche artists that only have like 2 or 3 songs out. So I really enjoy music, and that's something I think I definitely want to eventually incorporate into my stream. But
You should.
I know I'm working on getting the Discord running for my channel, and I know that's probably going to be one of the biggest aspects of it is, you know, somewhere that people can post music, and I'm definitely going to be listening to every suggestion that people post. So
I think that's an awesome idea. That's going to go with our advice at the end of the stream too. So these are awesome answers, man.
cool.
Let's see. Do you have anything big you're working on in life? Any big life changes you want to like tell everybody? You know, anything.
My degree.
I feel you, man.
It's rough. It's no, nothing life changing. I'm just kind of going through it. I don't have too much longer left in school, which is nice. I'm working on securing a job right now when I get out of college, and that'll be cool because I'm able to go from being someone who only streams on the weekends to being able to maybe get in, you know, a smaller stream every day after I come home from work. So I mean that's something to look forward to here in the next couple of years with my stream. So
Yeah, man. I mean, for sure, dude. I I feel it on that. It's gonna be nice.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So these are all awesome answers. You got right to the point, and I love that. So tell everybody on here, because I'm sure after these, everybody's gonna want to know where to find you.
Yeah.
Social media. You know, if you stream across multiple platforms, where can we find you, gamer?
Yeah, totally. Well, you got my Twitch. Lucky for you, my Instagram and my Twitter are the exact same usernames as my Twitch, so it's pretty easy to find. If you actually go to my channel, I do have some panels set up for Twitter and Instagram that you can just click on. It'll take you directly to my page, and from there you can follow. And make sure you leave a follow on my channel too, because that'd be really appreciated.
Well, you heard the man. He's got big things coming with a unique music stream. Very. You sound like a very nice guy, man. I always love the hidden agendas of making people happy, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. Again, I appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me.
All right.
No, I have it.
Awesome. All right. So we're gonna start out with describe your stream style.
I don't know. Like, I guess I'd say I'm more of a chill streamer. I don't really play a lot of games on my channel right now. Just because I'm kind of limited there, just because I use a Mac.
You do some creative stuff, or?
I was thinking about it, but like I don't know what I could do for creative stuff. In terms of like streaming and stuff, like I cosplay, but what am I gonna do for like streaming cosplay stuff? Like, I'm like do I game and cosplay? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to incorporate it. I'm trying to figure out a bunch of stuff still.
It all comes to you, I promise.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we already got people liking the cosplayer thing.
Oh my god.
Look at you, you're already getting fans.
Good. I appreciate that. I love it.
Awesome. Anything else you want to describe your style, or you think that pretty much covers it for now?
For now, I think that covers it.
All right.
I'd like to be able to build a community, so like maybe I'm a little bit community driven as well, but
Awesome.
definitely, I'd definitely say I'm more of a chill streamer than community.
Yeah, it's completely fine. That was a good answer.
Thanks.
Now, so what got you started in streaming? What was what pulled the plug, or at least planted the seeds?
I don't know. I think it was mostly just like watching people like Markiplier stream and my friend MyScrim, because Markiplier's been like, oh yeah, you guys can do whatever you want, literally anything. he's one of those guys, and I know that kind of just made me think, huh, maybe I could stream. just kind of made me think like maybe I could actually do it.
Yeah. No, for sure, and that's why I said, don't feel bad about showing your poster. That's part of you. That's no, it's awesome. Any streamer or anybody that promotes other people to do the same thing is okay in my book.
My friends have also been like super supportive about
Okay.
it. Like I've mentioned, like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about like trying to like stream and stuff, like maybe like try and get affiliate and partner and whatever. And my friends have been like, yeah, do it.
That's a blessing, by the way.
Yeah, it's great. Actually, my roommate, her sister has been one of her other friends has been have been willing to help me get started and stuff, like give me like advice and whatnot.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Twitch is an interesting thing, man. You don't know if you're gonna get support or a flack for it. That's good.
Yeah, and I definitely appreciate the support I've gotten.
And you get the
Like-
nest.
Yeah, that's true. I love you guys.
So, what about your name? How did that come about?
My name is actually a nickname that someone I was friends with in community college gave me. She and I were friends in community college. We don't actually talk anymore, but we're still friendly and whatnot. And she came up with it because I'm really into Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon is Pikachu, and like that's actually where that came from. She was like, "Oh, She came up with it from like combining my name with Pikachu. So like that's just my name with the end of Pikachu stuck on the end. It's really where it came from.
That just blew my mind, by the way. I did not even click in my head until you said it. Jackie Chu. I have so much more appreciation for that name now.
That's actually where my Discord profile picture. Like that's why I have Pikachu in my Discord profile picture.
It's all clicking now. That's awesome. I love it. I love it.
I also really like Kirby, which is why he's also in the picture. But
yeah, Smash Bros.
Yeah, Smash Bros.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
It's a good game.
Yeah. So, what about your end goals or hidden agendas for your stream?
Let's see here. Hold on. End goals. Definitely want to meet people. That's definitely something I'd like to do. Where's one? I'm sorry. I'm not.
No. Just be comfortable. Let this be organic. Even though we got a list of questions,
Like I said, these examples are really freaking helpful for my life.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely want to meet people. I eventually would like to do this as like a full-time job type deal. But like, I also kind of like want to like help people have fun, like play games with people and have fun with other people and make people smile and happy.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I'm a nerd.
Yeah, we're all nerds and we're all weird here.
Thank God. Thank God.
We all are. It's that's what makes Twitch so beautiful.
I love it.
And all right, so here's an interesting one that I hesitated putting on here, but I feel like it's important. What would you describe your real life profession as, like outside of streaming?
I actually work as a cashier on my college campus. So I work with money.
Finances.
I just take people's money, put it in a drawer, give them food and stuff. That's like, 'cause I was like, oh well, I graduated from college, I need a job. I want to stay up here. So I actually started working at McDonald's initially. Then I switched to this job that I have now, working as a cashier on my college campus. I've been doing that for a year.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, a lot
Not
of people,
exciting, but
a lot of people don't like to talk about their real life stuff, and I feel like it's important to get in there because you got to be unique.
I don't care about talking about my real life stuff. Whatever.
All right, so outside of that, what is something unique to you, completely separate from streaming? Anything at all?
Well, I already mentioned the cosplay.
Right.
So there's that. Is there anything? I'm trying to think of like other stuff that I do. Oh, I like to take photos. I like photography.
Oh, that is awesome. That is
Yeah.
something you could really incorporate in your stream too. So
Yeah, I was
love that.
thinking. I was thinking about like doing a stream of me editing photos because I went to Israel recently for Birthright.
Hmm.
And like I've been just having a hard time getting my pictures on my computer, so I figure once I get that all set up and I have my photos on my computer, I can like maybe stream me editing them or something.
I would love that personally. That's been something I always saw my brother do it, and he's like, "Get away from me, man!" I was like, "I want to learn how to do it." So I would actually tune in and see something like that, just to let you know. I think that's awesome.
Oh, that's so good.
The process, people love the process art. They love it, and that's one of them. Yeah, no, I love it. All right, so here's another one. Do you have anything? Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry. Something else I totally forgot, and really I shouldn't have because my life. I went to college for theater.
Oh,
Speaking of art.
see?
Yeah, the my college experience is actually not completely ununique, but like a little bit of a roller coaster. I went to community college for criminal justice, and then when I transferred to my 4 year, I switched to technical theater, and so I have an associate's in criminal justice and a bachelor's in technical theater.
Oh, that's a big jump.
Yeah, I get reactions like that a lot. And I'm just like, yeah, guys, I know.
But you got to figure out what you want to do. Yeah, and sometimes it takes a little time.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, those are awesome. Those are awesome. Thanks for sharing that for sure. Do you have anything that you're working on, any projects or any life changes that you want to share with everybody here?
I mean, I'm gonna be moving to a different apartment soon, but like that's really the biggest life change. Oh no, my cousin's getting married next year.
Those are two
That's
big
cool.
things.
Yeah, things.
Dance party.
That's exciting. Yeah, definitely. I'm excited about it because my mom was telling me he's always wanted a big wedding, and my aunt just emailed the two of us like maybe like a week and a half ago, and she was like, just so you guys know, it's gonna be a full weekend thing, Friday through Sunday. And I was like, make sure that you get off of work on the Friday because you'll have started work back up because it's in August. So if you wanna carpool with me, just make sure you get the day off on the Friday, so this way we can go up together. And I'm just like, yes. What? Of course I'm not gonna miss my cousin's wedding. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
weddings are nice, especially when you're not the one having to plan it.
Yeah, I'm having a concern about having to plan my own. Not that that's anytime soon. That's definitely a long way off, but
yeah, it's a mess.
I'm excited.
All right, and no, these are awesome answers for sure. It's great actually for me as well as the Nest here to get to meet you guys. So to conclude it, where can we find you? Social media, any different platforms you stream to, anything at all?
Well, my Twitch username is there. You guys can find me on Discord under the same username, although you don't have my hashtag number, so that'll be a little bit difficult. But I also have
you can also put it into chat, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. I could do that. Let me actually go put my name in there. But I also have my YouTube, which I haven't posted anything to yet, and my in a Facebook page that I also haven't posted anything to yet. Up on my Twitch under the panels. So right now that's the only thing I've got set up. I've been wanting to set up a a Discord for people, but I feel like my community is not big enough for that yet, and I do want to have that grow.
Well, I can tell you, you can't grow till you start.
That's true.
As scary as it is at first, once you start, as long as you put a little bit of heart and soul for it, or heart and soul
Yeah.
into it, it'll grow. So
And what's it called? It's been a while since I streamed, and I've been meaning to get back into it. I'm actually probably gonna stream after we're done with this here pizza party.
awesome, yeah. Well, you always have the Nest support, guys. So make sure you check out Jackie Chu. Follow Jackie Chu.
I appreciate it.
Well, honestly, these are great answers.
Thanks.
Awesome getting to know you. I'm gonna go and cut you out.
Alrighty.
You have a good one, Jackie Chu.
You too.
Pleasure meeting you.
Nice to meet you too.
Bum, bum, bum,
We got you, Knox.
Hey,
What's
it's
up,
good
bro?
to see you.
Yeah, it's fun to talk to you, not in chat, right? One way or the other.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's good to finally see you, man.
yeah, man. Hopefully you're having well, it's like 10 o'clock at night over Singapore, isn't it?
All right, now it's at 10:30, bro.
All right, so let's get this thing going, bro. So go ahead and describe your stream style, Knox.
Okay. So, first of all, so say hi. I'm saying hi to all the pizza party people. Hello, guys. All right, I'm quite nervous right now. I'm really sorry about that.
Nah, man.
So,
You're welcome.
okay. So, most of the time, mine is towards variety. I'll be streaming most of the time is FPS, horror, or most of the time is like story-based single-player games. But if I'm intrigued by the game itself, then I might play it. And some of the days I might have co-op sections like Monster Hunter, Dead by Daylight, Rainbow Six Siege, Rocket League, like just like you, Sticky.
Yeah, bro. Love me some Rocket
Yeah.
League.
Then there are times where I played like PUBG Mobile with my girlfriend. So yeah, there are certain moments in there.
Wait, you stream it on the mobile?
Yeah, I use a Android emulator, so I could play PUBG Mobile with my girlfriend.
That's awesome, man. That's honestly probably something people could find very valuable, by the way.
Yeah.
Being able to do that.
Oh, that's true.
Anything else you want to describe your style?
I'll say I'm much more to just have fun, and most of the time I do get competitive during during competitive matches in Rainbow Six Siege. So yeah, I do hope that I might make it big in the Asia scene or something like that.
Well, you're really good, man. I've seen you.
That was just casual. I'm being modest right now.
Did you get that? You are among friends, Knox. And let's yeah. So this is a good one. I like this one. It's always interesting to see what you guys say. So who or what got you started in streaming?
I would say that is a YouTuber / streamer called Tio.
Tia?
He's Swedish, I think, if not wrong. I think he's Swedish. Yeah, Tio's game. Yeah, I do like to watch his videos and his streams actually. It's quite fun to like see he laugh. He makes a lot of mistakes. It's quite it's very entertaining to me actually.
Oh, so you just kind of enjoyed it, and you were like, you know what, I kind of want to do that. Is that what got
Yeah,
you?
it's
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. We all have to look. Okay.
Sorry. Another one would be like the worst premade ever. The stream whereby 4 friends playing co-op games and that is shit tons of fun and laughter.
Yeah, man. Oh, wait. I just have a maximize thing here. Did I? Sorry. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. That's bad. I think we had it good the other way. I'm sorry, man. I promise. Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. We all have to, look up to somebody, or somebody's got to give us the idea to do it, And how did you get your name? I think that's an interesting one. I'm curious about this one because I've seen it for a bit.
Name, not this. For I think it could be reference to Final Fantasy game, I guess, but Actually, I want to name it. I want to name after myself as Nox, as not and not Noctis. But sadly, Twitch doesn't allow me to actually name myself as Nox, or it might be taken.
Well, you know what you can do? Just tell people you're Nox.
Yeah.
It works,
But,
man. I promise.
Yeah, true, but I could be named as something else.
Yeah, man.
It's not bad.
I like it. I think it's unique. I think it's kind of cool, and it's not too hard to remember for as weirdly spelled as it is. Like, trust me, it's good. But yeah, like, do you have like a reason? Like, does there a meaning behind it or anything like that?
For Nox, if I'm not wrong, in some language which I kind of forgot, it names Nox as night or something like that.
Night. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, like during the night or something like that.
I'm sure a lot of people in the nest can appreciate that. A lot of D&Ders.
But I do notice that some of the Nest streamers they are the fan of Final Fantasy more than myself actually.
Yeah, bro. Final Fantasy's the GOAT.
Yes, that I agree on.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. What is that?
Come on, what is that? Sounds nerdy. Oh, it's not that nerdy. Come on, guys. It's fun. It's a game actually.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are your end goals? Anything you see in the long term for your stream? Or hidden agendas, Illuminati, as everybody in chat's saying.
No. There's no hidden agendas, but I'll be straight for you all. Okay. My long-term goals would be hopefully I get partnered with Twitch and make this stream to a full-time job, and hopefully those viewers would find me entertaining, interesting, and would come back to watch me for my ridiculous stuff, I guess. So another thing would be what are my long-term ends? Oh goodness, I think that's the only one that I have. Oh god. I think that's the only one that I have to be partnered with Twitch. Then hopefully that I can go to E3. That would be my goals.
Bro, we're gonna have to all meet up at TwitchCon one year.
Yeah, true, man.
As expensive as it is to get there, man, that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, the Twitch Nash come together. Yes.
We'd be popping bottles, man.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, and see, I know this one. I feel like it's very, very interesting. We've talked about this. What would you describe your real life profession or any profession you've had that you want to talk about?
Real life profession. I used to be a somewhat like you, Sticky, like as a salesperson, but much more towards to retail assistant actually. But for like hardware items, whereby I explain to people how this sort of tools work, those hardware tools work, and maybe help them with their housing problems. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like which of the items that they need to use. So that used to be my job. Right now I'm currently to find another one so that I can pump money into my gaming setup and get a new camera, hopefully.
Invest in the business, man.
Yeah, like just work just to pump money into the stream setup.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Yep. Maybe I want to even upgrade my setup to my PC rig.
Yeah, dude, you're a man of many professions. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, so this one, my favorite question. What's something unique to you, completely separate from streaming?
What I do when I'm offline, possibly. Well, I do have since I did tell you about this. I was a baker. I used to.
Oh yeah, talk about that. I love it.
GG, you guys, GG. Yeah, okay, you guys are ready. Okay, let's go. So I used to train at college, and I got a cert for pastry and baking. So I do love to bake, and I do love to eat sweet stuff. So I have a very big sweet tooth. So hopefully I will do like a real life stream so that my viewers can actually join me while I bake. But sadly, I can't even ship it out to anywhere. Hopefully.
Bro, I will
Like,
wake up. I'll wake up at 4 a.m. just to watch your baking streams, dude.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Maybe I do bake. Okay. Who knows?
Oh yeah, let's just clarify. Knox is in Singapore, so the time zone difference is very.
Yeah, I'm like 12 hours behind you guys for those living in the US.
Yeah, so if you see Knox in your channel, you should definitely be appreciative because he's not sleeping, so he can watch you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have anything like projects or any big life changes that you want to share with everybody?
Okay. Since my girlfriend is currently watching this Twitch Nest. Okay.
Hi, girlfriend.
Hi, girlfriend. Her name is currently at Nurul Ifa. So, one day I hope I can work very hard, and I say very hard that I might be able to marry her one day.
Oh, is that a proposal on?
Oh, yeah, she does know.
That's awesome, man. No, I mean, I love that, man. Well, let us all know when it's official.
We'll do.
We could get a laptop there, and you could put it on a little bench, and we could do a nest, watch Knox get married.
Oh, my God.
He said you proposed on the pizza party. You're a legend. That's awesome. Yeah, so I think these are great answers. It's awesome being able to talk about what's unique to you guys. But where can we find you if you want to put anything in chat? Because your spelling's a little different. But go ahead and type in the chat. Let everyone know where to find you. Social media, different streaming platforms, anything like that.
Sure. All right, you guys can find me on Twitter. So, at Noctis or something like that. As for my Instagram, currently I'm using my main account, which is my life worth of pictures in there. So I will link it to you guys soon in the chat after this interview is done.
How you doing, Sean? You doing all right?
I am certainly well.
All right, so let's get these questions started.
All right.
So go ahead and describe your stream style, Sean.
Okay.
I'm working on it, chat.
My stream style is what I would call poor gameplay and feeble attempt at comedy. Is what I call it. Because my goal is to try to be entertaining and play games. And in my personal opinion, I fail fairly miserably at both, but people still watch. So,
dude, I can feel that on a personal level. So some comedy, just hanging out, having fun, having a good time. I can respect that. I like it. Yeah. So who or what got you started to stream?
Okay, so what got me started on streaming was about 3 or 4 years ago. I decided I wanted to try to make YouTube videos. And then at the end of last year, beginning of this year, something like that, I decided that YouTube sucks balls. And so I wanted to stream on Twitch instead.
All right. Yeah, I can agree. I don't like the polish aspect. I like just having fun. I don't like having things perfect, so I can respect that. Yeah, it's awesome. Because YouTube sucks balls. He speaks the truth. Chat's agreeing with you, Sean. Disclaimer, YouTube, please don't sue us. So this goes on. This is kind of obvious, but I'm going to ask anyways and see what your answer is. How did your Twitch name come about?
Well, I think it's fairly obvious. My name is Sean. And over the years, I've had several nicknames based on Sean. Everything from Shawnee to Shawnzy to whatever. and then my brother is actually not a combination of Sean and Jonathan, even though that's what it sounds like. My brother started one day, for whatever reason, calling me Shania Twain, and that turned into Shania Thin, and then Jonathan from there. And that it became solidly Jonathan about 10 years ago.
See, sometimes it seems obvious, but look at these answers. They're great. I love it, man. And the great thing is you can spell it pretty much normally, and no one had it. Right? It's hard for that, man. It is so hard to get an original Twitch name that's not all crazy spellings.
Yeah. Well, see, I was fortunate enough there are only a couple Jonathans on Twitch, and they always have numbers. But there are Jonathans on other platforms, and so I have to put numbers in my name on other platforms.
Yeah. What? Oh. Sorry. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I like your name a lot, actually. It's very easy to spell and find, and it's very, very clever. Yeah. So, what are your end goals or hidden agendas? What's your Illuminati?
My end goal for streaming, I don't know yet. No matter what, if I can all help it, no matter what happens in my life, I'm going to continue streaming at least as a hobby. Or if it takes off a tiny bit as supplemental income or whatever. But right now I'm treating my job as an actual job, and I'm treating Twitch as an actual job. And so I'm working towards both of them as hard as I can. And whichever one kind of takes off and is able to give me good, full-time, positive, definite income is the one that I'm going to consider to be my full-time, definite job.
I love it, man. Being open-minded. Seeing where the road of the world takes you. I love it. Love it.
You know what they say, the road goes ever on and on, down from the door where it began.
Right there. Boom. Words of the wise. You heard it now from Jonathan, guys. All right. Well, another one that I know and I think is actually really interesting. So feel free to elaborate. What would you describe your real life profession as?
I am a basic emergency medical technician.
Boom.
Otherwise known as a glorified taxi driver.
I don't know, man. It's a pretty important job, bro. I think that's awesome. And you're very, very knowledgeable with a lot of medical stuff, I've realized.
Well, that is part of the job. I have to know that, or I suck at my job.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome, man. And another good one. What is something unique to you, completely separate from streaming?
I'm not a very unique individual.
Yes, you are.
I recently started doing. By recently, I mean last week. Started doing a little bit of woodworking, and in particular, like pipe making. And I decided I'm going to make a mug here pretty soon too. I do HEMA as often as I can, which isn't very often because I have other stuff to do all the time. Oh yeah, as I confirmed in chat earlier, I currently have an IQ of 4. But when I was 14, I actually hit my peak at 155 and somehow dropped 151 points since then.
Well, it's just a test, man. We've talked. You're very, very intelligent. Yeah. Well, first off, chat wants to know about Mr. Deer.
Okay. That is that's actually not my deer. That's my wife's deer. It's the biggest deer that either of us have ever taken, and she took that probably 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. My last buck that I took, it was fine. I didn't have it mounted because it was ugly, but it was extremely big bodied, so I got about 70 pounds of meat off of it. So I was happy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Poor Mr. Deer. No, man. No, you said you're not unique. I think you're absolutely unique. You always post on our creative channel and everything like that. Your pipe making, don't you craft your own beer or brew your own beer?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Well, I say that. What I have going right now is my first batch of beer. Usually I make mead.
Mead. See, you say you're not unique, man. Trust me. These are all awesome things. And these are all things you could incorporate into a stream. That's why I asked this question, to get people to brainstorm.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I'm looking in the screen. You mentioned I had the pictures of the pipe. You may not be able to see it because it's so messy, but I can actually see the pipe that I was making in screen right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's behind the salt.
Behind the salt. Oh, you're talking about on your screen. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, I love it. Yeah, dude, everybody's unique. That's why I asked this question. And I mean, everybody's had something completely different. Let's see here. Okay. Do you have anything that? Yeah, well, you already kind of said it, but we'll see if you want to elaborate on it. Do you have any projects you're working on? Any life changes? Anything you want to share with the nest?
Well, as far as projects I'm working on, I'm making a pipe and a mug. The life-changing stuff, nothing immediately, but whenever something takes off, whether it's my my other job or Twitch or whatever, whenever something takes off, pretty much immediately after that, we're going to have the capacity to buy a house, and I'm going to enjoy doing that.
Big news, man. That's awesome. Yeah, that's definitely exciting, man. I think you've given a lot of great answers. You are a unique individual, and I would love to see some of that beer brewing or any sort of woodworking on a stream eventually. And let me know if you ever do that, because I'm gonna tune in.
I could do that, but that's not like any of the stuff that I like to do as a hobby. That or the melting metal, the blacksmithing, whatever, any of that stuff.
See, he's a blacksmith. I'm not unique.
Any of that stuff. Oh, there are 100,000 people who do that stuff. But they any of that stuff is just so tedious. I mean, you can make a video about it and edit, like, say, okay, I'm doing this right now. Fast forward through all this because it's easily 40 hours worth of work, and no one wants to sit there for 40 hours and just watch this stroke of the file, this stroke of the file, and that stroke of the file. So
You may say that, man. But if you ever change your mind, please let us know, because I am excited thinking about seeing some stuff like that. Yeah, and again, these are awesome answers. Now, as far as like where to find you, because I'm pretty sure you sold some people here, man. Chat's going. Where can we find you on Twitch? You want to put it in chat so people can click right on it. Any sort of social media, other platforms you stream on, anything like that.
Okay, I don't stream anywhere else. Obviously on Twitch, it's just Jonathan. I've been in chat, so you can see me. Actually, I think if you click on a name, doesn't it take you straight to the thing? No, it doesn't. Oh, it does. Either way, I'm in the chat, so you'll be able to find me from there. On Twitter, it's going to be this. It's Jonathan1992 on Twitter, and then on Instagram there was already a Jonathan. So I am. Let me find it. I'm twitch.jonathan on Instagram, and then I am obviously on Facebook too. You're welcome to friend me on there, but it's not anything to do with my stream. It's just actual me.
It's just actual me. I think that's just fine, Sean. All right, man. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the video here. Great answers. Awesome being able to meet you face to face, bro.
All right. In that case, have fun with the other people. I'll see you.
Oh, yeah, man. See ya. Well, that's why we do this, because it's not only are we going to have it archived, but it's different talking over text than actually seeing someone, having someone really explain themselves. That's the best way we're going to get to know each other. And
Yeah.
Tox is he came up with this idea a while back, and we've all been trying to push it to get it back. And anyways, let's get this started, man.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you. Go ahead and
Likewise.
explain how to pronounce your name, because I'm pretty sure I butchered it.
So my name is it's Toski01. add an H to it because the original spelling is always taken. It's supposed to be spelled with just Tasuki. And so it's like, well, can't use that. Can't use that. How can I Romanize it? Let me use some English rules that don't work. Aha! Silent H.
Breaking
Yes.
English.
Yes.
The real renegade, the Suki, right? It's the Suki?
Toski.
Toski. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm so bad with that. Toski.
It's all good.
Cool. Well, actually, let's jumble the questions. Oh my God, I'm a renegade. Well,
Oh,
how
no.
did your name come about? Try to like elaborate a bit on it. I know you said you wanted to break the name, come up with something. Is there any like, I don't know. Just we'll see what you say. How about that?
Yeah. Well, the name comes from years back, where I was starting to watch Fushigi Yugi on the international channel, and I love the show. It was great drama and everything. I love the characters, but I related a lot to Toski. He was always there for his friends no matter what, and he always put his interests aside for the better of his friends, and it's seen throughout the show a lot. And it's like, I like that. I can relate to that. And just because like I find it's really me, like that, how I identified with that character. I just took it and ran. So anytime I've been online, whether it's an MMO or some other platforms, like, yep, that's me. That is me. If there's a Toski 01 somewhere, that's always the same person.
Okay, so you're invested in this name.
Oh yeah, it's been almost 20 years now.
That's awesome, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Commitment. I've changed my name way too much, so I respect you. Yeah, and everyone's super excited that you're into anime, and they love your gaming stuff in the back, and we'll talk about that later. So go ahead and let's talk about your actual stream, man. Go ahead and describe your stream style, what you do on stream. Let's see what you got.
So for streams, I reserve those for the fans in my audience. I like every weekends on Saturdays, except for now because I'm dealing with some nonsense. I'm always doing my viewer requests. It's always dedicated to them. That's my time with them rather than like any videos that I do on YouTube. So let me see. Like I've done Splatoon 2. I'm currently in the middle of Golden Sun. I've done I did Guilty Gear for one request, and there's been a lot of Kirby requests. So everything is them. It's for them. It's not me say, hey, here's what I'm doing. No, it's their time. It's my time with them rather than their time with me. And then I'll have like some other streams on the side, like, hey, I want to showcase this cool game that I saw that I think would be good to have fun with. And like whether like, some good story stuff rather than like, okay, we're gonna play an RPG or some other game, and then we're just gonna see where that takes us. So I want to bring them a different experience than what we see in a lot of other games or a lot of other streams out there. Like I want to make it a little bit more personal. I'm just really relaxed and just laugh, and that's pretty much it. Like I like to have my interactions with the audience rather than just like, okay, here's a thing. Thanks for watching.
No, that was a great answer. That was awesome. And you guys can honestly take notes. He's a leader who serves, right? I feel like you could always be so much more successful if you do everything you can for the community. Be there for them instead of them be there for you. That's awesome, man. I love that answer. It's amazing. Well, with that being said, who or what got you started in streaming?
So for streamings and videos and stuff like that, like I've thought about it for the longest time but I only started last year, and I wasn't really into anything for this kind of stuff. But I started watching Markiplier with my girlfriend at the time, and that was fun. Then I got some other people, but what really got me like like instead of like, yeah, I wish I could do that, into okay, I want to do this. It was like watching like Jacksepticeye and Echo 607 and just their stuff. Didn't matter if they streamed or not. Like, I love the messages that they put out there for the community. Where Jack's like, he's all about, he's the PMA. I love that. And Echo is always for the RPG Maker community and doing her tutorials. And it's like, I want to contribute to all of these things, and I just need to do it. Instead of just waiting and thinking, it's like, no, I'm just gonna jump ship and do it.
That's what you have to do, man. Just jump right into the ocean. No, man, I love it. That's awesome. Another Markiplier, man. You and I believe it was Jackie Chu, right? Yeah, there.
Yeah. Right now, more Jack than Mark, but it's like one thing I do like about Mark is the way he transforms himself. Like just watching him from years back to now, the way he's changed his style, his platform, what he's doing, what he's branching out. That's really cool. I like that. I like seeing that.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. Good answers for sure. We already talked about your name, so let's go and skip that. All right. So, what are your like long-term end goals or hidden agendas? What's your Illuminati?
Well, I can't confirm or deny that I'm a lizard person because right now I'm really cold. So maybe I am one and just don't know it.
Mind blown.
But my end goals and everything's like I want to do this. I want to do YouTube and Twitch. I want to do all this stuff full time. It's so much fun just to do. It's something I look forward to doing because I'm forcing myself into different things like video editing, image editing, all the stuff, doing sound work. And these are hobbies that I've always had an interest in, but never had the time.
Mm-hmm.
And growing up, we're like, I don't have the time for this. I don't have the time for that. But you really do. You just don't know it. But now I don't really have the time. So it's like now because I'm doing this, I'm forcing myself to make that time. Yeah. So I'm developing the skills.
Yeah. Once people are once you tell people you're going to do something, it kind of holds you accountable and it forces you to do stuff like that, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, because one thing, what are the parts of in my mission that I have, like on my Discord that I have for everyone out there? It's like I want to promote creativity. I want to promote the independent developers that are around. There's so many great games out there that the indie community makes, but we don't really see that very often, too much that I've seen. And then there's just some really good hidden gems. Like one that I finished a while back was Cat Maze. No one heard about it. No one knew about it. But it was a very delightful game with so many positive messages. And it was just a very interesting adventure. And that's what I really love. I want to be more for the independent, the people that don't really have as big of a voice, and just promote everyone's creativity. That's like my thing. Along with like being positive, I want to help showcase other people's creativeness. That's really what I want to do. And I love doing it. As small as my audience is.
Your audience isn't small, man. I think you definitely got your head on, man. I can see you shooting off, man, if you keep sticking to your uniqueness. I love it. I owe all of you a follow. Being able to meet each and every one of you, seeing what's unique about y'all is just amazing.
Yeah.
And let's see. Okay, so what about your real life profession, man? Outside of streaming.
Well, I'll tell you, my real life profession isn't that exciting or that thrilling. Fun. I'm a data analyst for a bank, and I'm under asset management. So what I do is I pretty much say, okay, here's your stuff. Here's what's going on with them. Here's some problems. You guys need to fix those problems. Of course, let under my manager and all that stuff. So it's a whole lot of quality controls, things of that nature. It's like, okay, cool. I can put two and two together. No, this doesn't make sense. Why is this a thing? Who's in charge? I know nothing.
Analytics, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's one thing. It's like it's one of those things I can do really well, but it's not one of those things that, I wake up so excited. It's like, I can't wait to analyze this. Like, no.
It pays the bills, man.
Yeah, that's true. Before that, I was a one-man IT shop
Yeah.
for a nonprofit, and I was doing everything from the help desks to managing the servers, the networks, the phones, you name it. That was me. I was doing the whole thing. And that was an interesting experience. It was a good one, but had to move on afterwards.
Hey, man. Gotta grow, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go. So, my favorite one. What is something unique to you completely outside of streaming?
Unique to me.
Hobbies,
That's good.
interests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hobbies. What the heck do I do? Well, I used to draw a lot back in the day. Not so much now, but I want to get back into that. Yeah, you got me. I'm a pretty good collector of things. Like behind me, some swords.
Oh, I didn't even see the swords.
Yeah.
This man, hey, Tox is gonna appreciate you, man. Y'all can have like a IRL sword battle.
Well, I could bring him over when we do like any campaigns. So I was like, yeah, but no, some work's a little expensive. I want to keep them good.
Dude, I bet chat's about to go off about the swords. Like I couldn't see it behind your head, and it was out of focus. And then you move, and it's just this awesome collection.
If I put that up, it's like, yeah, I got like 5 more swords somewhere else.
Oh yeah, and you got all the foam boards over there. Oh,
Yeah.
man, you got the hookup, bro. I like it.
It's one of the things I've set for my goals for this year on my channel. Is just one is I need a new location. My room is not good. I can't do anything in my room. I don't have space. I can't do it. So like, okay, new space. Okay, this other living room. Good. Acoustics. I need to fix everything. Wiring, cabling. I need to do all of that. So it's just been it's been a very busy year on everything, and I'm still working in the room where now I'm trying to work on heating. Because otherwise, besides being a chill streamer, I'll literally be chill. I'll be frozen here.
Man.
all my recordings will be, I am freezing. Don't worry, I'm very cold.
Whoa. Yeah, there's no end to the upgrades, man. There's always something to work on, right? Something to make better.
Yeah, that's I've been doing. It's been like, oh my god. Between the different mics, the headphones, the everything, it's like camera, another camera.
Yeah, so much, yeah.
I mean, it's all a thing. And yes, Jack, I not D&D exactly, but like right now I'm doing Warhammer. We did Star Wars D&D with another group, but yeah. I'm also reading the chat on Twitch, so it's like, yeah.
So you do themed role playing essentially, right?
Yeah, it's all whatever the game is. I can throw some dice. I can make a character. I can have fun.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, aside from unique, I don't know. I think
it's
the
a lot of unique. It's awesome.
I've done some 3D printing, done some tutorials on that. I do some scripting for RPG Maker, MV, and what's the other thing? There's another thing, but I don't remember the thing. There's another thing.
You hear that, guys? There's another thing. So don't worry. You keep it a surprise, man, and they have to go follow you to check it out. All right?
That'd be great.
Tune in to find out more. Yeah, man. So what about, I mean, you already kind of talked about this. If you want to elaborate, you can. you have anything that you're working on, like projects or any like big life changes you want to talk to Nest about?
Life changes is just I'm really just working to this so I can make this full time, whether it's videos on YouTube, streams on that, and Twitch, because I used to do dual streaming using Restream. So if I was on one platform, I'd be in the other one at the same time, and then I'd have my chat in the stream, so the different communities could talk to each other too, and so that way I don't ignore either one. But right now, I'm just reworking my network to fix all that. But yeah, I want to do this full time. It'd be great. It's what I found that I love to do.
Yeah, no, it kind of hits you, it sneaks up on you, man. Yeah, it definitely seems like you got your head on right. You're making all the right moves, man. I'm excited to check out your channel. This is the first time
Appreciate
I think
it.
we're talking. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, my presence in various communities is
It's tough.
very hit and miss. Like, wrong moment. I think I'll go over here for a little bit.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Discord gets pretty crazy. But that's now people have a face to you, and they can actually talk to some image that they created now from staring at your face and your
How could
swords.
How could they?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, these are awesome answers. I love how you elaborated. I feel like I really got to know you. I feel like the Nest got to really know you.
Hi,
So
Nest.
to find out what that one more thing is, where can they find you? You said you used to do different platforms, but you're just on Twitch now, I assume. And what are your social medias? You can
No.
type in chat if you want.
Yeah. Well, I'm not on Twitch anymore. I had to drop Twitch. I'm primarily on YouTube, but I want to get back into Twitch doing dual streaming. But my channel name is the same as my name here, Toski01. And same on Twitter. I used to have a Facebook group, but I'm going to be discontinuing that this month because there was really little activity in it. There wasn't a lot of interaction. So I was like, okay, so I'm going to drop this, build a Discord, and now my Discord, I've got a couple people on there, and everyone has a good time, and I'm much more active on that for my Discord channel and on Twitter. So it's like just figuring out what works well for me to interact with everybody. And that's pretty much where I'm at. I can drop links somewhere here if that's all good.
Yeah, go and drop links, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop your video, man. It was great meeting you. Bye. All right, bro. This is the first time that we're meeting, and it seems like you have a lot of interest. So this is gonna be exciting. Go ahead and start with your stream style. What you stream?
Okay, stream style. Pretty chill, to be honest. I'm not really into hardcore gaming or anything, I'd say. For the most part, the games I'm playing, I kind of put like information, like if I know what the game I'm playing is, so say Witcher 3, because I played a shit ton of that. I'll be basically going, right, well, this place is a really good place to get things, and just like information about the game, and I kind of like analysis of it, just like the appreciation of the environment and the small details that the developers added just to make it that more nice when you see it. Or I love small details in games. They just add that little bit more. It makes it like adds a bit of love from the developer. They've tried. Hey, Croc.
Yeah.
Chill, informative, that kind of thing. Really, like nothing too crazy. I can get pretty energetic depending on the game, though. But,
Sure.
Depends on the game.
Just gotta let the game absorb your soul sometimes. I can feel that.
Monster Hunter. I'll just say Monster Hunter did that to me. Over 200 hours since it released. So, yeah.
Oh, Monster
that did that to
Hunter?
me.
You've been playing that?
Yeah.
I think Tox
Yeah.
has been playing a lot of that too. I don't know about lately. I've been wanting to pick it up. Yeah, man. That's awesome. And let's go with who or what got you started in streaming?
I've actually done it for a longer than I realized, but it's kind of been like an on and off thing because of just shit in my life essentially. But one of them was my brother because he tried it one time. He didn't really get successful or anything, but he did enjoy it when he did it. So that kind of gave me the idea. I've watched a shit ton of YouTubers: Markiplier, Jackaboy, Neebs Gaming, Tio of Grace, tons of them. So I've kind of like understood how they play and just enjoyed their entertainment and stuff like that. And I guess maybe inspired by them and just wanted to do it because of them. Maybe.
Yeah.
For the most part, I never know why I do most things. I just seem to do them.
Yeah, no, it seems like you definitely go with the flow. I like it. I
Yeah,
fixed your name, by the way. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Yeah, awesome. Now
You almost said it right as well, so I appreciate that.
Did I? Scanolian?
Yeah. Most people
Yeah.
say Scano Lion.
Scano Lion.
I mean, it's Scano Lion, but I don't say it like that, so.
I don't think I'm gonna look at it the same now after hearing that. Awesome.
My brother thinks it's a pasta.
Oh man.
He was like, it sounds like a pasta. It's like, oh, don't make me think it's.
Well, actually, that leads straight to our next question. How did your name come about? You want to describe that?
Again, kind of my brother, but also with an old friend. Brother back in the day in college, his mates used to call him Scano. Then somehow that got to me when I got to college, and they called me Scano. And then one of my old friends came up with the idea of Scanolian. I don't remember how line got into it. I think we were talking about animals, maybe. And yeah, she just combined them together and made Scanolian. And ever since then, I've just used it as a name. And luckily, Twitch didn't have it. So screw you, Twitch. It's mine.
So we're throwing shots at YouTube, and now we're throwing shots at Twitch, man. We're taking on the world.
I'm kidding, Twitch. I'm kidding. You're the actual good one. YouTube sucks. What?
Shots fired.
There weren't deadly ones, just maiming them a little, so it's okay.
Well, man, I like your name. I think it's unique, and it is very hard coming up with something that Twitch has not taken.
Definitely. Yeah. I think Scanolian has been taken, but Scanoli Leon, I think.
Like Leon.
Yeah.
Leon.
The way it should be spelled, but oh well. It's all good.
Yeah, okay. So the Illuminati question. What's your long-term goal? What do you plan on getting out of the stream?
I'd say possibly full career, because I reckon if I can get up into the big leagues, I can help other people a lot more, because I do want to help people. My intro page for my Twitch is literally the phrase, show your support to those I show support. And essentially it's got all of the ats, like all the names and everything of all the people I'm hosting. And I've just like kept adding them over. So in the intro you see all the names of people I host and support. So it's kind of what I'm doing at the moment to show my support, but I'd like to do more, but try to figure out how, potentially.
So grow to support others.
Yes.
It's awesome. I like it. And let's go. All right. What would you describe your real life profession outside of streaming? Or a job you have, or anything you have done.
I've got a degree in graphic design.
Perfect.
I wouldn't say I'm amazing. I'm good. I'm not as good as I used to be. I'm a bit rusty because I haven't done it in a while, but I have done a few things for a couple streamers. One of them is Beard Food Gaming. That is a shout out, so check him out. I've done a few things for him. He's actually paid me for them, and he's always asked me every now and then to just do like any type of graphic. So I've done that. But yeah, in terms of like actual job, I've got nothing at the moment really.
No, that's fine. No, like when I say profession, I don't mean like where you're working, but like graphic design. Exactly, that's awesome, and it's something that's really valuable with streamers.
Yeah.
It's something that I feel like is gonna blow up in the near future.
Probably, yeah. The one thing I'm trying to aim for is voice acting. At the moment, I'm just trying to figure out what's the first steps into getting into it. I'm thinking of YouTube just to kind of make videos of me doing voices and kind of like create a portfolio. because I've got someone who has ideas that can help me. I just need to like start it, have the right mentality for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome. That'd be fun. Voice acting stream would be exciting.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to do with me subbing. Like, I saw Tox was doing like making songs for people and stuff like that. I want to do something where it's like, if you sub to me, it'll be actually worth it. I'm not literally going to be saying, thanks for the sub. No,
Thumbs up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the idea is it's probably going to blow up my face, but it's going to be funny. Essentially, when people sub, they can choose a voice for me to impersonate for the entire stream.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I love that.
And
I
that
love
means
that.
If someone subs after that, they get the next stream voice, and so on and so on.
No,
So,
that is probably the coolest thing, right? I love that. It's unique, man. Plus, it's practice.
yeah.
You
That's
know,
what
you're
I need to do.
you're forcing yourself to say things that you normally wouldn't attempt.
Yeah, I mean, in my first follow voice thing, like when someone followed, I did Gollum's voice.
Can you try it? Can you do it?
Oh yeah, I can do that easily.
Do it right now.
Do you want me to do an actual Gollum thing, or what I did for my follow?
Whatever, man. I'm sure everybody. See, you already got a sub. Somebody said they're gonna sub you just for it. So go ahead and
Oh,
show them a
God.
preview.
All right. Malprocess. Stupid little hobbitses. Nasty little hobbitses. Thank you for following me. I hope you enjoy.
I'm not
That's
even.
what I did.
I just got chills. I love it, man. I love it, dude. So I mean, I'm gonna ask.
Go on.
Oh, did you say one more? You got another one? Is that what you said?
I've been trying Reinhardt. I'm not good at it, but I've been trying.
Let's see. You wanna have a battle? We'll see who can Reinhardt the best right now.
Or could do Reinhardt.
No, not very well. But I'm gonna embarrass myself.
All right,
Ready? Let's
you
do
go
this.
first.
All right.
Go on.
Reinhardt. That's good. All right. Let's see what you got.
Hammer down. Nah, sort of. I'm trying to think of an actual voice line. I can never think of the voice lines on on the top of my head. Stand behind me.
That was pretty
Alright.
good.
I'd say yours is better.
I like Overwatch. It's been a while since I played it. Dude, that's awesome. I love this. All right. Well, I feel like you already answered this, but if you have something else, catchphrase. If you have anything else to add, feel free. What is something unique to you outside of streaming? Completely unrelated.
Well, I'm a dog person. I got a new dog like a couple months ago, but it's like actually my own dog. He's amazing. Complete and utter dumbass, but he's amazing. I take him for walks every day. And I've also we had a long break. We played D&D last year with my mates, and then we stopped because he moved to Scotland. And now we are playing again with some new mates. And I started playing D&D again. We're doing like a weekly thing now. So that's kind of like a new thing for me, like new hobby, which is pretty fun.
Is that how you got introduced to the Nest, do you think? Through D&D?
No, actually, that was through Andrew in the Inconsolables. I was watching him do
really?
his... Yeah, I was watching him do his punch run against Smough and Ornstein on Dark Souls. And Tox was... Andrew suggested it, and then Tox added me into the Nest.
Awesome.
So, yeah, it was really cool.
It's honestly like I never even thought about how huge the D&D scene is with Twitch-keteers, you know? Like there's a lot, there's a huge community behind the D&D scene. I didn't even know it was a
I'd love
thing.
to try at some point over Twitch, but it'd just be like setting it up and everything to try and actually do it.
Yeah, man, you should get with Tox.
Maybe when I blend a bit more, but yeah.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. So here we go. Do you have any like big projects you're working on that you plan to work on, or you got any huge life changes?
Sort of going. Got a few things with a mate or two. I started doing the Streamlabs merch store, and my mate is like ridiculously good at just doing graphics and artwork and stuff like that. And I keep telling him, just sell it. You'll make money. And he's just like, maybe, I don't know. And I said, all right, well, what we'll do is make some shit for me, make some artwork or whatever, stick it on my merch, and we'll split the profits and stuff like that. So I'm trying to do like sort of business thing with him right now. So yeah, I'm trying to get him because he's helped me through college a lot. Like he's gave me techniques to do on Photoshop. He's done all these things. He has his Twitter now. He's actually putting up artwork finally, and he doesn't have the recognition for how good he is easily. Like, so I'm hoping if I can eventually get my merch store going or whatever, I can have his artwork on my stuff, and people can buy it and find him and look at his artwork and buy it off him directly and stuff like that.
Yeah, growing together, man. I love it.
Yeah. Also, a little shout out him as well is Strange Casual on Twitter. So
Strange
check him out.
Casual. Normal spelling?
Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that leads. All right, you already did a shout out. So I'm just gonna start with awesome answers. I love. I don't know. Voice acting is really cool, man. I think that's awesome. I'd love to see you kind of incorporate that even harder. If you guys want to choose,
I'm already seeing people saying the
yeah.
word, and I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's time. It's time for you to voice act, man.
Time to put my money where my mouth is.
Yeah, right. Well, if you want to let people know where to find you, because it seems like you already sparked a lot of interest.
Didn't expect I would, honestly. Scanolian pretty much everywhere. Twitch is Scanolian. I think it's Scanolian92 on Twitter because I couldn't change it because apparently I already have one on Twitter, which I must have made ages ago. But still Scanolian, you'll find me there. Instagram, I've actually been getting a lot of viewership on Instagram, which is weird because when I've been saying I'm going live, I'm doing stupid ass voices. I'm just saying, I'm about to go live. Would you like to come and see me play? Like some shit like that, and it's actually getting a lot of people liking it. The Instagram, Twitter, YouTube's, it's got like highlights and stuff, adding a few things to it, but nothing too particular. But yeah, most of the social media stuff, search Scanolian, you'll find me. Even on Google, I'm pretty sure you just search my name and it's there.
Ask Uncle Google.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Well, I appreciate your answers, and make sure to go check him out, man. Go give him that sub.
Yeah, I didn't expect the love. It's scary.
Yeah, dude. That's why we do it. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is. Thanks.
What's going on, Ronan? Go ahead. We'll go ahead and start. I know the question's by heart by now.
That's fine.
Go ahead and describe your stream style, what you like to stream. Yeah, let's go from there.
Well, my stream style is very varied, I'd say. I got into it thinking I was just gonna do pure like horror type games, which I've done a few of. Like I play Dead by Daylight a lot. Anyone who watches my streams know that I do Dead by Daylight quite a lot. But I started mixing it up by doing PUBG, which no one was expecting when I switched to that, because I was known for doing like jump scary type games. So when I went out to PUBG, people were a bit like, well, this is different. And ever since then, I enjoyed it because it was bringing in a wider variety of an audience. So some people got to see the horror type genre, some people got to see the shooter type genre. So I just like to mix it up and do a variety of things, really.
Awesome. Yeah, I like variety.
Yeah, I mean, you get loads of streamers out there who stick to doing one game and one game only. But the problem with doing that, I find, is the minute you switch games, you lose quite a lot of your audience because they don't like to see you switch because they get so used to you doing one thing, and I didn't want to do that.
Yep, exactly.
I didn't want to do that.
And if you focus on community, they'll follow you anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. So some PUBG. I've been kind of wanting to get into it myself. Maybe we can link up.
Yeah, that sounds good to me because I've been looking for people to play the game with. Because I need people to carry me because I suck.
I need you to carry me. All right, so let's go on to the second one. Who or what got you started in streaming?
Interestingly, streaming was something I never thought I'd do. I got into streaming very in a strange way. Literally, I was playing Dead by Daylight on the PS4 when I first got into the game, and I was trying to get my friend to buy it and play it with me because it was awesome and I knew he'd like it. And he was like, what's it like? And I was trying to explain to him what the game was like, but he didn't get it. So I was like, I'm going to show you what it's like. And he said, stream it. And I was like, what do you mean, stream it? So he talked me through, like, streaming it on Twitch. And I was like, right, okay, I'll make an account, blah, blah, blah. And I made that. And then when I was streaming it for him to see it, other people sort of popped in and out the room and was saying hi, and I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. So then I just sort of carried on then because I was meeting other people, meeting other gamers, and it was just awesome. So I just sort of kept going, and I've been having fun with it. So that's how I got into streaming.
That's honestly a really cool answer, man. You were forced into it. You're peer pressured.
Yeah,
you know?
pretty much. Yeah.
I love it, dude. I love it. All right, let's go on to your name. I think I have a clue, but let's see what your answer is.
My name, interestingly, my name is an interesting story because Ronan was not my first name on Twitch. My first name on Twitch was my old stage name, which was Nightshade. But I grew out of that name. Everything, like my Instagram, my PS4 name, everything is Nightshade. And that's a name I was known by since I was about 15 years old, maybe younger, and I got a little bit sick of it. So Ronin came from my love of anything to do with samurais. Like I have a huge interest in like samurais and the culture and everything. So I didn't want to just be called samurai because it just didn't sound. I don't know. It just didn't sound right to me. So I changed Ronin because there's many reasons behind it. Ronins are just it's like the lowest rank you can achieve as a samurai. And also, I just think it sounded cool. Like, I watched a film called 47 Ronin with Keanu Reeves in it, and just the name Ronin stood out to me, and I was like, do you know what, that's really cool. And there you go, that's how I got my name.
Yeah, I see your name around a lot in the devs, man.
Yeah, I try to be as active as I can, try to get in when I can. Like, it's a lot of time in the evenings, but I try to support and be there as much as possible I can.
So, all right, here's a question. What are your thoughts on The Last Samurai?
The Last Samurai, well, you're looking at the replica right there. The sword that's made for him at the end with the engraving on, that's a replica.
Oh my god.
The Last Samurai is probably one of my favorite samurai films ever made. It used to be my top favorite samurai film, but then I saw 13 Assassins, and I was like, yeah, it's just awesome. So
I love that movie so much.
Yeah, man, it's so good. It is so good. But The Last Samurai, do you know what? When I first watched that film, I was very young, so I didn't really understand it a lot. I just liked it for the fight scenes. But then watching it again as an adult and learning more about the history just made it so much better. And Tom Cruise, I've got to say, did a great job because I didn't think he was going to be able to pull it off. But he actually did.
He doesn't sound like a samurai, bro. But like,
he doesn't know.
And it's one of the most well-aged movies too. Like, it still rings like really well right now.
Oh, yeah. It still does well now. And you know, you've got a Billy Connolly cameo, so you can't really go wrong.
It's so good. It's so good. All right, so before I nerd out more on The Last Samurai, let's go on. All right. So, what are your end goals or any sort of hidden agendas you have for long term on your stream?
Do you know what? People have asked me that before, and to this day, I still don't really have an answer because I have pretty much achieved what I thought I would ever get to just by becoming an affiliate. Because I didn't think I'd even get that far. So I always said to myself, if I can reach affiliate, I will consider myself like I've done pretty well on Twitch because there's that many people trying to get out there these days that it's probably not going to be easy. And I was right, it wasn't. It's only over the past month or two that it's really took off for me. So my end goal now would be just to get a regular community of people, regardless of how small it is, and just come into my streams when I'm streaming, chat, have fun, and maybe even get involved in playing the games with me. So as long as I'm having fun, that's all I really care about, to be honest, because that's ultimately what I get from streaming. I just do it purely for fun, and I enjoy it. So if I can keep that up, I'm happy.
Yeah, man. That's a good goal. Just keep doing it, because you'll grow if you keep doing it, right? All right, so let's go on to this one. Outside of streaming, and this isn't a job that you have, right? Let's clarify. So I probably should write that down in there. What would you describe your real life profession as outside of streaming?
Well, I'll do both. I mean, for a job, I pretty much spend all day sat on a forklift unloading wagons. That's about as entertaining and as fun as it gets. But as for any professions, I suppose the closest thing you could say is a musician because I've been playing guitar for a very long time. So if you wanted to call that a profession, that would probably be it.
Have you ever monetized it?
Yeah, well, I used to be in a band a long time ago, and we did pretty good, but then, you know, all good things come to an end, and ever since then, I've never tried to pick it back up again.
I love it, man. Yeah, I need to get back on my acoustic, dude. Maybe you could teach me some lessons on stream.
Do you know what? That was also suggested to me at one point, that maybe I should do my guitar playing on stream, but I wasn't sure. Maybe in future we'll see. I'm not too sure yet.
Yeah, well, that goes actually on to the next one, which you could either elaborate on what you just talked about, or you can add something completely different. What's something unique to you, completely separate from streaming?
Well, aside from streaming, as I've mentioned, I play guitar. I really enjoy guitar. Aside from that, I'm not that much of a interesting person in that regard. There probably are things I could say, but off the top of my head, I can't really think. The guitar is probably the biggest one I could say. Like, I'm a huge music lover. Like, I even put music on in my streams, which, you know, if you go back and watch my old streams, you're probably not going to be able to hear anything because it gets muted out because of the copyright. But whilst I'm live, I don't care. I like playing music for me. I just enjoy having music on in my streams.
Yeah,
music is probably the biggest thing. Like, on the way to work, on the way home from work, I have my earphones in. When I get into bed, I have my earphones in. Music is a massive thing for me. I follow a lot of music.
Yeah, the VODs, man, I don't feel like they're nearly as important as you having a good time on stream.
No, that's pretty much what I thought. Like, at first, I wasn't really.
By the way, I'm sure you're seeing chat. Do you want to play us a little lick?
Ooh.
Is your guitar in tune and everything?
It is in tune, yeah, but on an acoustic, I don't really know what I could do for you, to be honest. I think I'll keep that for another stream. It'll give you a reason to go to my channel.
Oh, there you go. Hey, that was a great sales pitch right there. All right, guys, if you want to check his music out, if you want to hear him play, make sure you go follow him.
If I get enough requests to do like a music stream, I will happily put one together. But it's something I'd have to be prepared for, because an acoustic would probably be okay. I could probably get away with just plugging an acoustic coming in front of a webcam. But if I was going to go electric, obviously that makes a lot of noise coming through an amp, so I'd have to do a lot of setting up for it. So
yeah,
if I was
for
going to do a music stream, it'd have to be something I'd be pre-prepared for rather than just whipping it out, because you just wouldn't be able to hear it clearly.
Yeah.
If I'm going to do it, I want it to sound good.
Well, I'd love to see you in the future incorporate it. That sounds like a lot of fun. There's a lot of DJs and stuff, but I don't see a lot of like. There's not a lot. There are some, but not a lot of guitar and like just straight music.
Yeah, I think my stream in terms of music may be different, because I can't remember who it was, but I saw in chat earlier on, someone asked if I had a Disturbed t-shirt on, and that is correct. I do have a Disturbed t-shirt on. My music taste may not be for everybody. If you've ever came into my streams, you may realize that I listen to a lot of heavy metal, but I also listen to a lot of blues music, I listen to country music. But anything which is hip hop, R&B, anything like that, you're not going to get on my stream. That just will not happen. So if that's the kind of music you're going to be expecting, you'll be in the wrong stream for that, I'm afraid.
That's fine, man. You got to build your community around your likes, right? They'll come. Build it, they will come.
That's it.
So let's see. That was good, man. Those are good answers. I like it. All right. So do you have any big projects? Anything you're working on? You got any life changes you want to share with the Nest?
The biggest change I'm trying to do right now is it is kind of career based. I'm trying to get my driving license, which I've been trying to do for like the past couple of months, but it's sort of slowed down just due to money. But I want to get my driving license ultimately, so when I've got a car driving license, I can move on to getting a heavy goods vehicle driving license, because that's always been like my dream job, and now I'm finally trying to put my foot down with it and try and do it for a living. So that's probably the biggest life change I'm trying to do. Cool. Other than that, no.
Well, thanks for sharing. That's awesome. Let's see. Yeah, no, these are awesome questions. Or answers, not questions. The questions suck.
Yeah.
The answers
if you say so yourself, they're quite good questions.
No. Questions are mediocre. You guys are the real MVPs here. Yeah, I appreciate you sharing for sure. Hopefully you're not the last one. We'll see if we can get Livy on. But let's go ahead and tell people where they can come check your future music stream. And he can play some licks for you. Where you find you on social media? Do you stream on just Twitch? Do you stream anywhere else? Do you have YouTube?
It is purely just Twitch for me, and it's probably going to stay that way because YouTube's just not something I've got any interest in. Like, I'll watch YouTubers, but in terms of setting up a profile on YouTube, probably not going to bother. I'm probably just going to stick on Twitch. But in terms of social media, you can find me on Twitter under the same username, Ronin993. For my Instagram, if you wanted to, sometimes I post on there for me streams and such, but it's not under Ronin. I'll put it in chat here for you now. It's under my old name, which is that one. So if you wanted to go to my Instagram, it's on chat for you at Nightshade993, and that's the same for PS4 as well. If you wanted to add me on PS4, you can add me under Nightshade993 as well.
Awesome, man. Well, I really appreciate it. It's actually a pleasure meeting you.
It was. I've seen your streams here and there, but I've never actually popped hi properly, so it's really something I need to do.
Well, I need to throw every single one of you guys a follow and be active in y'all's chats because y'all are all awesome, and I want to see some music, so I'm gonna go check out.
Well, as I say, if I get enough demands, that may happen. Time will tell.
Well, you got a demand from me. It seems like chat's going. I want chat. Can we get you blasting, telling them to do a music stream? No, man. All right, so we're gonna close down the video.
No problem.
Again, man, awesome answers for sure.
All right, take care, guys. I'll see you all soon.
You want to go ahead and describe your stream style or what you stream? Hopefully, some Zelda, as I see.
Not yet, but hopefully. I stream a little bit of everything, but we've gotten real tied up into Disgaea 2 lately, so it's mostly that.
Yeah. You like a lot of RPGs, tactics, stuff like that?
Yeah, I've been letting everybody that comes in make a character, so that it's like a rotating team.
That's really cool. Yeah, the game looks like a lot of fun. I've been seeing a couple people stream it. Disgaea, right? Is that how you pronounce it? Is that how you say?
Disgaea?
Disgaea. Yeah, but I'll check it out. It looks like a lot of fun. Let's see. Anything creative? Strictly games?
Yeah, so far.
Cool. I'm gonna have to come check out your Disgaea, man. Make a sticky character. All right. So what got you started, or who got you started in to stream?
Well, I've been wanting to stream for a long time. Like I tried to 2 years ago, but I didn't have proper technology, so I just had to wait for like forever. And I just started up again 3 months ago, and it's been good.
Yeah. So it's something you always wanted to do, really, is in the back of your head. You just...
Yeah. I still need some better technology, but it's working.
You know what, man? Getting started, honestly, is the is the hardest step. The rest will come over time, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, how did you get your name? Actually, I'm kind of curious about this. I have no...
Well, I've had it for like 20 years. As far as I can remember, I was over at a buddy's house because we had bad internet back then, and he was playing RuneScape and trying to get me into it, and I didn't know what name to come up with, so he's just like, "Well, pick a color and pick a character." So it just
roll
came
the
up
dice.
with Green Man, and I've just kept it for forever. So
I like it, man. That's interesting for 20-year commitment from picking a color. I like it. It's unique.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it wasn't taken anywhere, huh? So you're pretty easy.
It's never been taken, which is surprising.
That's
but
good.
I love that.
That's a good thing, man. It's tough having to completely change your name according to the platform. Did you talk about the Ganon? Where did you get that from exactly?
That was just the character I picked at the time.
Just picked a random character.
It's come to be more significance, like over the years. I've grown attached to it.
Oh, of course, 20 years, man. It's a long time. Cool. So what are your end goals? What's your Illuminati, man? Like, what do you want to get out of streaming in the long term?
I just want to meet people and help people out and have a good time. Really,
make connections.
It'd be cool to get. Yeah. I like it.
No, what were we gonna say? It's cool.
It'd be cool to get farther, like
Yeah.
partner and stuff like that. But I just go with it for now.
Awesome. Yeah, just got to go with the motion, man. We got a great community behind you here. And cool. So this one, again, this isn't a job that you have or anything like that, but what would you describe your real life profession as?
Well, I don't have one right now. I used to work for conventions as a PR person. So,
Ooh, PR.
yeah. But for now, this is pretty much full time.
Really? So you have a lot of commitment that you can make to streaming. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a blessing. So PR, that's honestly the first person that did PR. That's actually really cool. I'm sure that's going to actually help you long term for building relationships and growing your stream.
Yeah.
Cool. So do you have anything like any big projects you're working on? Anything that you plan on working on? Huge life changes?
Not right now. Not really.
No. Go with the motion, man. Right?
Yeah.
Well, they're apparently saying that you're the overlord here. You got a pretty good fan base.
Yeah, Penn and Nemi, they came in to see this.
Yeah, you get a lot of support. It's awesome. That's awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Clearly, you're doing something right. Yeah, no, these are really good answers. Always. I'm gonna have to go check you out and watch whenever you get that Zelda going. Maybe we can do a whole playthrough, right? And but where can we find you? Do you do YouTube videos? You stream on any other platform? You get any social medias? Because it seems like a lot of people.
I do put up some YouTube. I've kind of stepped away from it now since I got affiliate. It's been mostly Twitch, but I will put up some sometimes.
Okay. You got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anything like that?
Yeah, but I don't use them enough.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so make sure you go check them out.
I have a Discord though.
Oh yeah, well you can post the Discord link, whatever you want to do. This is your time, Gannon.
All right, let me get that. I post it to you.
You can do it. So send it to, I guess, private message to Twitch Nest, because Tox is running it right now, and he could post it for you. Yeah, so he's on YouTube. Is your YouTube the same as just Green Gannon?
Yeah.
Everything's Green Gannon? Oh, it's going to be really nice to find you. All right, man. Well, this gets me excited to get to know you even more. So make sure to shoot you a follow. Check out your stream sometime. Maybe we can get a character named.
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything you wanna add? Anything you wanna? Because it seems like people like the Ganon.
Thank you, everybody. I'd like to meet more people too. Like, I've been trying to meet everybody, but it's a lot. So I'll get to y'all's streams as soon as I can.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you popping on, adding some more content. Finally got to meet you. And you take it easy. There we go, right in the in the center.
There we go. We got it.
So Pixie's been hanging out around the channel a lot. Very new to the Nest.
Not quite new, within the last week or so, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. You've been very, very active. It's great to see. Hopefully you've been enjoying your stay.
Oh God, of course. Everybody's so great.
Yeah, well, let's. Well, thanks for coming on. You're probably going to be the
Thanks for
last.
having me.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it's going to be nice to get to know you and your stream. We've talked a little bit about this before, but go ahead and describe your stream style. What do you like to do on your stream?
It's still in the works. Still trying to figure out what I want to do, but it's very chilled and relaxed at the moment. I don't do anything super competitive. I try and engage with my audience as much as possible. So if you end up going to my stream, I'll try to talk to you one-on-one as much as possible to have that connection with the viewer. I'm not quite sure what I want to go in the direction of my stream just yet, in terms of what it's going to be like, but for the time being, it'll remain very chill and very relaxed. So if if you want a place to hang out, I'll always have some nice music playing from Spotify and probably a duel or two up on the screen.
Awesome. Didn't you say you were gonna you do a lot of creative?
I do a lot of art streams. So when I have a commission to work on, or if I just wanted to get a doodle out of my head, I'll try to stream it for about an hour or so, and that's where you usually catch me.
Yeah, I love that. I think we've talked about this before, that I think creative is going to blow up. It's just not really discovered yet. Everyone thinks of games, but I don't know. I love watching. I'm gonna have to tune into your stream, watch, because your emotes are really nice. I like them, and
Thanks.
yeah. Well, maybe you'll get some commissions off of this too, because there's plenty of people who need it.
Please. DM me for more details.
Hit me up. All right, so who or what got you started into streaming?
Actually, around 2015, I met a really good friend of mine. Her name is Eclair, and she was a streamer who had just started out. And for about 2 years, I modded her Discord and her Twitch and helped her grow as a streamer. And she actually got partnered by Twitch. And watching her go through that process and helping her grow and watch her community grow really inspired me to have my own community and to start my own, little streaming thing to have people watch my content and hopefully enjoy it.
Yeah, I feel like that's very valuable to see the hard work somebody had to go through to where you don't feel like you hit a wall. You know what I mean? You've seen somebody, you've seen somebody run into the wall face first, and you kind of expect it. And yeah, it seems like you're already getting some like excitement from that you helped someone get there.
It was a journey. There was a lot of hardships involved, and unfortunately, she's not streaming any longer due to in real life circumstances. But
Sure.
the journey there was truly an unforgettable experience.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's exciting. Well, you'll be getting a partner pretty soon.
Oof, God. That's the dream, isn't it?
It is. It is the dream. Okay, that's exciting. And all right. So how did you get your name? You want to elaborate?
Goodness. God, let's see. From 2010, maybe, when I was still in high school. I had made a Tumblr name, just with the word Pixie in it, and everybody ended up calling me Pixie. I was like, oh, I guess I'll just have that be my name for everything. But unfortunately, the true spelling of Pixie was taken, so I ended up just adding an extra IE at the end, and that just ended up being my name for everything. And that's where everybody knows me from, and even though I'm no longer on Tumblr, Pixie is just everywhere. So that's me.
So, yeah, nobody's taking it anywhere?
Not that I know of, other than Twitter. I have to add an extra E at the end of the IE.
Oh, Twitter. Twitter and Twitch.
Damn Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I was always curious about that, actually, so that explains it.
One name you think is not taken, it's taken.
Yeah, no, it's brutal. It's a hard. That's rough. Yeah. So let's see. What are your end goals? What's your Illuminati? Is there something you want to get out? With your stream long term?
Eventually, I would like to have my commissions be my full-time job, because I love drawing, I love doing art, I love designing things for people. It's always been a really big passion of mine, and if I can end up doing that through Twitch and streaming my commissions, I 100% want to do so.
That's awesome. Yeah, you can use as definitely a good marketing tool. Get your name out there. That's awesome.
Like people, like companies, I'm pretty sure don't take Twitch too seriously at the moment, but that's going to change very soon.
Yes.
I feel, because it's growing faster and faster than anybody ever thought it could, and there are a lot of more people on here who are professional streamers, and eventually that'll be, something companies will look at.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Talk said he used his running the nest on his resume.
Oh yeah.
It's the age of digital. It is indeed. I I think it's a great place for designers, and yeah, you're definitely in the right place. I'm glad you decided to join the Nest as well.
I'm glad you guys are having me. It's been a great
course,
time.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, you already answered this, but we'll ask if you want to elaborate on it. But your real life profession?
So currently I work in retail, clothing retail, and I have done so for 3 years. So it's nothing new to me. But I hope that's not what I'm doing for the next 5 years. So, I mean, retail hell is a whole nother experience.
It is hell. Yeah. Yeah. And then you I would say your profession's a designer.
I actually I lived in Australia for about 1.5 years, and while I was
Really?
there, I went to a school for fashion design. So I was drawing up new designs like every other week.
Oh, so you're just
And
a
so-
designer. You're not a graphic designer.
Yeah.
You're a full. You
No,
design
I'm a-
stuff.
I design stuff, but a great passion of mine lies in character designing. So I love designing new characters from scratch for anything, video
Wow.
games, comics, stories, anything.
That's so much ammo. You can
I'm
do so
actually
much.
I'm actually working on a comic right now. It's still in the brainstorm stage, but I have most of the story written out. I just have to actually physically draw it.
Of course, right? The hard part.
Yeah, so eventually when I can get it up and running, I want to stream special streams for certain comic pages. And hopefully that gives me another huge
I think, yeah, that would be awesome if you could do some sort of like streaming series where you're designing the comic book while you're, streaming, and maybe that would tell a story on its own. That's really exciting.
Yeah.
Everybody here's super excited once you start talking about comic books and all that stuff. Oh, that's awesome. See if you have any more ammo, because that's already a lot of uniqueness. What is something unique to you, completely separate from streaming?
Let's see. Actually, I think my identity is very unique from streaming. So I am a pre-transition trans man, and my struggle with that has helped me a lot with pretty much everything in my life. So, like, from what I gain through the lens of being a trans man in today's society has helped me kind of interact with today's world a bit more than I thought it ever would. Especially with how I go about talking to people in the gaming community. As we all know, the gaming community is pretty nasty in a lot of areas, and especially to people who aren't gender conforming. So I like to take that knowledge that I'm not gender conforming and bring it to the table so that people know I have a safe space for them always in my community, in my DMs, and anywhere. So I'm very open about it. I'm very 100% passionate about the equality for every and all identities, and to have that open space for people. Eventually I'd like to have like a charity stream to, promote equality and the safeness for LGBTQIA.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I appreciate you opening up about that too. I feel like you got to be confident with who you are, regardless, and I think that's a very good quality. You have an amazing personality as well. You've been hanging around the chat a lot. You've been super active in the Nest. The Nest is very, very open community when it comes to that. So you're in the right place.
Yeah, everybody's been really open.
Yeah, they're
It's
really
nice.
cool for sure. Yeah, no, I think you got a very unique perspective on things that could be very valuable. You have a lot of talent. I think that's awesome. Everybody's getting all the support in the chat, and
Yeah, I see that. Love you guys.
all right. Let's go. So, you got any like big projects? I mean, it seems like everything's kind of blending together with these. But do you have any big
Yeah.
projects? Anything you're working on? Any like huge life changes that you want to share with the Nest? Anything like that?
Actually, for the next few days, I'm moving to Ohio. due to real life circumstances. But it's a new chapter in my life that I'm ready to start. And eventually, when I settle down there, I'll be able to have a more set schedule for like streaming and interacting with people. As for projects, like I said, I'm still working on my comic, so hopefully I'll have the first chapter out by next year.
I think we're all excited for that. You gotta share it. Yeah.
I certainly will.
I'm excited. That's something I've always wanted to do, and I'm sure everybody. But the fact that you actually have a whole story written, you're getting that close, that's awesome. That's exciting. Very exciting. Yeah. Well, this is actually a really good interview. We've been talking for a bit. It's always nice to actually communicate voice to voice.
Oh yes, certainly.
So, I mean, where can we find you? It seems like you're gonna get a lot of love for this.
Well, conveniently, I have all of my social media links on my Twitch channel. So if you want to head over there, it's all in very nice format. You just click and it'll be right to all my media links.
You may want to repeat that last sentence. My Discord went crazy. I just want to make sure you get your voice out.
On my Twitch channel, there are little links under my description. So you can click on any of the images that I have set, and it'll bring you to any of my social medias.
The reason some of those questions were asked is because a lot of people just stick to, I need to be a gamer, I need to do this. But everybody says that the saturation in Twitch is really bad, but the only way to battle that is to be yourself. Because there's a lot of people on Twitch, but there's only one you. There's only one person that's been through your experiences. And you have to be yourself. That's the only way that you're going to be successful. You have to stand true to who you are. You got to be confident with what you're doing. And that for me personally, for my Twitch channel, it's once I embraced myself is when the growth started coming. Once I realized I've been through some things that I can help younger men get through, it gave me something bigger than myself. So when it's tough to turn that go live, or it's tough for me to click that go live button, I know someone's relying on me, someone's relying on my experience. So don't be scared to be yourself. Don't. Embrace it. Find what's unique about you, and yeah. And by the way, guys, please feel free to give feedback on how this went. This is the first time we're trying it with like questions and more of a chat. Let us know how you liked it, or if it sucked, if it was dragged on too long, what can change. We're gonna prosper on your feedback. But on to our fearless leader, TikToks. He's going to do an outro. Let's show him some love. We're all here because of him. He's the reason we do this pizza party and everything like that. So get your Raiden pants on. Let's do this thing.
Through the dark and the light, the Twitch nest takes flight. With our streams we will stand as the brave Dragon Knights. Twitch nesters, stand with pride! Stand with pride, Twitch nesters! Because you deserve it. Welcome! Welcome, everyone, to the TikToks outro, because Sticky Inks has to go to work. Lame. How you guys doing? I just want to say I am so proud of all of you. I am so proud of all of you. I know it's nerve-wracking getting up there and talking in front of a lot of people, but that's what Twitch streamers do. And you did fantastic. You did fantastic. It was so wonderful meeting all of y'all, talking in this more casual format. This is what is going to make our community different than all those other communities out there. We're actually engaging each other. We're supporting each other. We're making that investment in each other. Because when we invest in each other, we're all going to rise to the top wicked, wicked fast. Just wicked, wicked fast. Oh my goodness, it was so good. And noticed that for that stream, we had about 20 viewers. Pretty much the whole time. Now that's more than anyone in the Nest has on their own. I can guarantee that. I know, because I've been all the chills. That is more than anyone in the Nest has alone. And that is just about a third of the way to partner. Think about that. That is our power. That is the power that comes from working together. And we're so small. We're so small. We still have a long way to go. And we're going to get there. We're going to get there together. If you have your dream set for a partner, we are going to help you get there. It's just a matter of time. It is a matter of time. We're going to try and do these events and more events like this. Because I know a lot of people out there, they're still either working on their affiliate, they still maybe they have 2 or 3 viewers, maybe they have 3 or 4 viewers. This is a chance for those people to have 20 viewers, to know what it's like, to feel that. Feel that feeling, guys? Do you feel it in your right here?